Okay, so in this video, we're looking at brain dumping and stress relief. I know it sounds kind of funny, brain dumping. What the heck is brain dumping? You know, when you think about it, we're all under stress, and some people more than others, naturally. We all have different circumstances, but for the most part, all of us carry around a lot of excess baggage in our brain, especially these days with so much going on from technology, devices, to family and appointments, and we're running kids here and there to sporting events and school, and people are being busy with work and other appointments and just all kinds of stuff that weighs down on us constantly. And you need to unload your brain, and this is a great test, and it's a great way to relieve stress. So what you want to do is write everything down that you have to do every single day. And a great way to do it is with pen and paper. A lot of us are technology people, so if you feel better using an iPad or a notepad of some sort, you can go ahead and do that. But I prefer to use an actual pad. I have actually right here, I have a legal pad right now with notes on it. And this is what I do, to set up my day, is I'm going to write down everything that I have to do each day. And this really, honestly, this helps reduce so much stress. And it allows you to actually plan your day out so you can achieve what you need to do for that day. It's really important. Trust me, when you do this, you'll start to get it. And you can plan time for the tasks that you have to do that day. And again, turn off all other distractions when you're doing this. Just focus on what you need to do. Think of everything you need to do that day, right? You're going to allot time for all the different things you have to do in the day. And then, of course, you want to prioritize what you're doing. So what's going to make you productive that day? The next thing is knowing what you want. Brainstorm and also write down, what is it? And in a different section, what is it that you really want? What is driving you? What do you want into your life? And be really specific using fine details when you do this. It could be various things, right? We all have different priorities. So for some people, it could be, the big one, getting in shape. Maybe you're overweight. Maybe you're not overweight. Maybe you need to get back into shape. Maybe you were a fitness person before and you've gotten out of that. It could be writing a book. It could be traveling. Maybe you really want to get a new car. Maybe your car has been breaking down on you and it's aggravating you because every time you get in it, it takes like 3 or 4 times to start it or something. It could be anything, right? But it's your choice. It's what you want. It could be freedom from a job. And there's short-term and long-term goals. And you want to sort them by importance. So just brainstorm, write them all out, figure out what you really want, and write them down. There's no stupid answer. It's just brainstorming. And again, sort them by importance. Okay, something else. This is a big one. And again, so many people struggle with this. And it's worrying. People worry about the craziest things. And in short, it's really not, most of the time, it's not necessary to be worrying about so many things. When you're in a good mood, you're definitely more productive and you can think clearly. You don't want to sweat the small stuff. And most things, they're not worth worrying about. And stress is going to hurt your health. And to be quite blunt, stress kills people. And that's a fact. So you want to really reduce the stress in your life. Again, don't sweat the small stuff. If you're new and you're just getting into this business and you're following along and you don't understand something, don't sweat it. Okay, things have a way of working themselves out. But if you stress about it and worry about it, it's going to compound, it's going to make things worse, and your health will suffer from it. And then that also leads to procrastination, which we already talked about. Okay, so you really need to stop worrying so much about the little things. You don't have to know every little detail about, say, when you're setting up your business and you're setting up your website about WordPress. Maybe you don't know anything about WordPress. Don't sweat it. Okay, there's tutorials out there. You can Google it. You can hire someone inexpensively to set up WordPress for you. Okay, that's just one example of thousands, millions of things. But the general idea is do not worry so much. Okay, and that goes for everything. Family, business, personal, fitness, these type of things. Don't worry so much about everything. It's just not worth it. Take the time to really think about what you're worrying about as well. And a great thing to do is, again, pen and paper right here, is write down what stresses you out. What are these little things that you're always constantly worrying about? What's going on in your life? And just jot everything down. Just go crazy with it. Don't have any preconceived notions like, oh, I shouldn't write that down. Just write everything down and don't get paralyzed by your fears. A true fact is that oftentimes people actually have a fear also of becoming successful. As you're going through this is a real thing. People, they want to be successful, but all of a sudden they get paralyzed by actually thinking of becoming successful. And it happens a lot. And this will change your life if you can overcome this. So you need to change your normal routine of life, okay, your thinking and everything. And this will come to fruition for you. Okay, you just got to put in the work, jot this stuff down, and things are going to change. And this is going to help you on that path to earning that $5,000 plus per month. Okay, so let's get moving.